Well, hello everyone. This is Robin Carter, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. And guess what today is? Today is unboxing. I got my box in the mail. Well, actually, this is my neighbor's. So mine actually made it to our local post office, but then took off for another city. So she was kind enough to let me go grab hers so I can do an unboxing. And this is for the April 2024 paper pumpkin kit called Delicate Wings. So before we begin, let me thank those of you that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. And if you're new to my channel or have yet to subscribe, I would really appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button on this video. Actually, it's kind of interesting. I can see data on my website, and only about 40% of my viewers are subscribers. So if you're one of those 60% that are not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe and let me know that you did so. All right, so let me switch cameras to the face down and we'll get started with this paper pumpkin unboxing. Okay, I've done something new. A couple of my people that watch me said I should include my little picture up in the corner when I do an unboxing or when I do video. So I've added that as well. And then I also have a new online shop that's listed in the bottom left-hand corner. So if you find any products you'd be interested in purchasing in any of my videos, you know you can go there and shop easily. All right, so let's get started. The only thing I've done is taken off the wrapper for this. And if you've seen me before, you know I keep the label, and we will use that in a second. So here is the stamp set, and we got basic gray ink. All right, and so what I say, let me set this aside. What I always tell people to do is, even if you don't think you're going to have time to work on your kit right away, go ahead and test your stamps out, because Stampin' Up! Can only guarantee your products for 90 days. So whether this is paper pumpkin or even some you may have bought online or through Stampin' Up! Regular stamps, even the cling ones, because I've had those not be etched well. You want to make sure these are etched well. So I just take off the little plastic flimsy part, leave it on the thicker part, and then I get some ink. Now for ease, I just happen to have on my desk a full-size crumb cake, so that's what I'm going to ink it up with. Actually, I'm going to do one thing first. Let me grab my Versamark. Okay, to make sure you get a good solid image, it helps on these, especially the first time, is to go ahead and ink them with Versamark, which is a sticky, it's kind of a tacky ink pad. Now mine's kind of been contaminated, but it still works. It's mainly meant for embossing, but it also helps your photopolymer stamps pick up ink. And I can tell I'm going to love this butterfly. All right, so let's stamp this down. Now this is not the smooth basic white paper. This is just the label paper. So it may not be a crisp, clean image, but we just want to make sure we're getting all the words and the full image of the butterflies. All right, so let's do that. Everything looks good. So then you want to clean it. Now I didn't get my chamois wet, so I'm just going to use my Stampin' Scrub, which I like as well. And actually, before I put up photopolymer stamps or even the cling ones, I like to use my Stampin' Scrub and some Stampin' Mist, because I want to make sure it's conditioned. And the Stampin' Mist has some conditioner in it for your stamps. Now if you've used it recently, you notice I just added some water to it, so you can reactivate some Stampin' Scrub in there rather than using Stampin' Scrub every time. You can use it. I just reactivate it with some water. All right, so let's read these stamp sets. Sending loving thoughts your way, and I really like how they use a different script there. Everything will be okay. That's a nice sentiment. And surrounding you with love. Then we have some splatter and some very cute butterflies. It's not, you know, they've really upped their game in the stamps they give us. So we're getting detailed stamps, and there's a side butterfly. Now my add-on dies are on their way. They're not here yet, but I think one of the butterfly dies is supposed to cut out that butterfly. So sorry I don't have that here to show you, but they're on their way, and hopefully I'll have them by the time I do my next alternative. All right, I'm going to set this in what I call one of my favorite things. If you're new to my channel, I'll explain this. So these are like 5x7 envelopes, and I use them to help organize things in my craft room. Let me get the goodies out. And then I also have a larger one that holds all my paper pumpkin components. That way it takes up less room and it keeps them nice and contained. And that's right here. So as we unbox stuff, I will put those here. These are called 7x9, but they're really almost 10 inches long. Now, my favorite things are products that Stampin' Up! Does not sell that I like to use organizing my craft supplies. So I'm required to tell you I am an Amazon affiliate. So in the description box of this video, there will be links to where you can find all of my favorite things products. And when you use those links to purchase products, I get a few pennies back at no cost to you. So if you've used those links or plan to use those in the future, thank you very much. And let's get to the good stuff. All right, this is pretty. They look beautiful as is, but you know me, I like to make alternatives, but we'll see. I have no thoughts going yet. It's warming up in Texas here, so if you hear some fans or my air conditioner could be kicking on. All right, so we have some more tear and tape. They've been giving us lots of tear and tape. I wonder if that's from feedback from the people that didn't like the dots. I didn't mind the dots. I didn't use them for glue necessarily. I did use them to help hold on embellishments, especially if I got it off without the glue. All right. So let's look at the instructions first, which are on the back or on here. So everything's turned around. Okay, so these are the add-on dies, and they're available through the online store. And they did not include the item number, but the item number will be in my description box. So a lot of people have trouble finding that. Just click next to my video. There'll be a little more button, and you click that and you can scroll down and get the verbiage of what this video is about, as well as information such as this. So the coordinating colors for this is Basic Beige. Now, Basic Beige is a new core color, kind of like our white is and our Stays On and Memento. So it's not part of the color families, but it's new. And then there's Basic Gray, which is the ink spot that we received. Lost Lagoon, and I love that returning color. Moody Mauve, that's nice because I've been wanting to use that. And Champagne, that's just some foiling. All right, so you can see the dies here. There's a nice big thanks, a stitched shape here, and the butterfly, which I believe will cut out that stamp, and then there's a detailed butterfly. So now this fits nicely inside this envelope, you can see here. And by the way, if you want to do these cards as per the kit, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what this kit was meant to. So anyway, here are the instructions. It's picture instructions, and just know that this is your tear and tape. And did we not get dimensional? Maybe we did get dimensionals. I haven't gotten, oh yes, we did. And the little rectangle or octagons are the dimensionals. Lost my words there. So I'm going to set all that aside. Now, against the instructions is this artwork image. Now, they quit putting the image on the stamped acetate there. So we get this now, and I store this in my envelope. Let me see if I have a recent paper pumpkin. Okay, here's last month, and it's called the Memorable Meadows. And if you are a paper pumpkin subscriber of mine, you should be getting this in the mail if you haven't already. A little sleeve to store your stamps in, and then that's my negative for my scan and cut, but I put the image right there. Now, we actually had 2 stamps last month, so you'll be getting a larger one to store your other flowers in. And speaking of this, I recently got my Etsy shop up running. People had always wanted to get either cut images from me or my cut file. And I thought, what can I do to share that easily? And I opened up an Etsy shop. So actually there is a digital file still out there for these cuts. It only works for a scan and cut. It's not good on the Cricut. But just thought I'd mention that. So that's where I store that. I generally just fold it in half. And then it'll stick in my pocket. Let me put that away in here so I don't lose it. And then we have these beautiful envelopes. Now, these, how many are there? It looks like they're all this way. 4, 6, probably 9. Something like that. But they all have the foiling of the butterfly. So, I'll probably at least cut up a few to make an alternative, but they are beautiful. So that would be nice to get in the mail. Now here's our card bases. So we have 3 of these, and don't you know, I love when they are double-sided. So I will at least make 2 cards. I generally make more. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel for when I post my alternative videos. This is like a little pop-up image that they did. So it's cut only at the wings. The whole butterfly doesn't pop out. Only the wings pop up like that. So we have 3 or 4. I think just 3. It feels thick. Maybe there's 4. Okay, and then this little image. You know, I kind of like to refer to the images to see what they did. Okay, so they put this on the speckled card here. So that's a nice element, and it's foiled. I don't know if that's shining in the camera. And then some speckled card bases. Now, you know, I'll even cut these in half, even though it's just a little bit of detail. I do like to use the thick white card bases to make them a little thicker. So we can at least get 2 out of that design as well. All right, some nice foil. I'm not sure what that's for either. It looks like maybe it was behind the butterfly. Yeah, it was behind the butterfly. But you know, we can get more out of that than just behind the butterfly, if you so choose. And then we get a nice card front with the butterfly images on them. There's 3 of those. And it also has foiling around the edges. Okay, and more double-sided card bases. So I'm loving this kit already. So I love butterflies, and I love what they've done here and given us lots of material to work with. There, I think I got it to shine. All right, and then we have some nice labels. That's the basic beige color, I believe. And then even the die cut butterflies they gave us, the pre-die cut ones, are foiled. So that's nice, as well as the labels. So we have 2 sheets of that. And then more die cut butterflies. So these are beautiful. Some are falling out as we speak. These are not foiled. They're just plain. Well, they're not plain. They're nicely colored. And I can see the Moody Mauve in there. Now, when stuff starts falling out like this, that's where I really like my little envelopes here, because they will fall apart. So I'll go later after this video, I'll go ahead and punch the rest of these out and put them in my folder. All right, and then we have some glue dots still. So that is the unboxing. So like I said, be sure to subscribe. I can see some beautiful cards coming with this kit. And be sure and check out the description box of this video. By the way, going on now is the subscription period for May. And I can get out that brochure and show you a little sneak peek. I've showed before, but I'll go ahead and show you again. Here is the sneak peek of the new in colors coming in the annual catalog. So if you ordered from me, you should be getting that catalog in the mail anytime now. Okay, and here's my printout of the next quarter. So we just got the April. The subscription period is going on now for the best there is. Now these are, that says nice for Father's Day and expressions. So it's more of a neutral, gender neutral type of card. So don't steer away from this just because you may think, oh, I don't really need Father's Day cards. Because if you know me, I make alternatives, and it's nice to have some not always flowers. So I showed the coordinating designer series paper in previously, and I'm not going to do that now, but I received that at On Stage as a prize patrol, so that was nice. And now they've released the new In Colors picture. I just haven't printed it out again. It's actually kind of the peach, and I think the peach might be the ink spot. I'll have to confirm that maybe and reprint this for my next video. So going on now, if you do not have a demonstrator, you can go to my online store, and if you go to specials, I'll have always my current host code, which is also here in the video, but there's also a link of where you can subscribe. You know what, let me get me back so you're not looking at a blank screen. Okay, I'm back. So you can use that link from my online store, and under specials there's a link where you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin using me as your demonstrator to receive the little goodies. Now let's see, you get the sleeve, you get a PDF of all the alternatives I make, and you have access to the scan and cut file. If you have a scan and cut, I email those out to you at no additional cost. If you want that file, I'll probably add one to my Etsy store. So let me know in the description box if that's something that interests you. And I have to remember to look at the camera, not myself, on my phone, so that I'm looking at you versus myself. So anyway, let me know if that's something that would interest you. I also offered pre-cut files for an additional cost because it uses material. So that will be on my Etsy store. If that's something that interests you, let me know and I'll be sure to add those. There are quite a few fees with Etsy. So if you use the link to my Etsy store on this video, I greatly appreciate it because they give you a little percentage back off your fees. So anyway, thanks for considering that. So until my next video, everyone, I hope you have a great day. Hopefully you get your kit soon, and hopefully mine comes soon from traveling around the Metroplex, and I can give that to my neighbor. So be sure to subscribe, and until my next video, have a great day. Bye-bye, everyone.